Hey guys, today I'm going to be giving you guys a collection video of all my Game Boy, DS's, and etc. So this is basically just like an update video of like showing you guys what's been going on and what I've been collecting for the past couple months about, and like I want to show you guys my progression so far of like my handhelds and stuff like that, because just to give you guys some backstory, I grew up and not in a very uh, like in a not in a horrible home. I guess I shouldn't say it like that. I was just in a home that didn't have a whole lot of money, and the only game consoles I technically had were GBA or DS or etc. etc. And I didn't have a whole lot of home consoles like the Xbox, PlayStation, etc. I did have a Wii, but I didn't really play it as much. And when I did get an Xbox, I got it pretty much towards the end of its lifespan, towards the Xbox One. Um, but yeah, relatively, I don't think like it's close to the Xbox One's startup, but relatively close, like when it started to be announced and stuff like that. But yeah, I was mostly into handhelds, so I have a lot to show, and I'm going to give you guys backstory and stuff like that. I just wanted to put out a video, to be honest with you guys, and share to you guys about like my childhood as a when I was like maybe 6, 7 years old, maybe even younger than that. But other than that, if you guys like this type of content, if you guys like watching me show off my collection, or I'm still buying all the Pokemon DS games, English and Japanese. It's just slow. I'm slowly doing it, but it's gonna take like a while, pretty much. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, it's gonna take a while because how expensive Pokemon games are, and how hard it is to find them complete. So I usually buy a game for at least maybe like one paycheck each week, or sorry, each every 4 weeks or something like that. So I can at least have a little bit of extra money to blah blah blah. But not only that, I only slowed down for a little bit just because I don't want to say it because my girlfriend's watching the videos, but there's something coming up that that I don't want to spoil it. But anyways, yeah, I've been collecting my Pokemon DS games slowly but surely. It's happening. I just don't know when like the whole complete thing is. Just more of a thing to do, just to show off content and stuff like that, to show you guys what's going on. But anyways, we're gonna start off the oldest console. By the way, this is my 3DS. If you guys remember this, you guys remember this. Yeah, sorry about that. Brown Bakugo accidentally smudged it by accident. I'm sorry. But this DS means a whole lot to me and Michael. We're great friends, and his girlfriend, Brown Bakugo's girlfriend. So yeah, this 3DS holds a lot to me. Anyways, we'll be back into this. So this is my Game Boy Advance. So this Game Boy Advance holds dearly to me because, for one, this is not my original one, but this is the one that my girlfriend got me as an anniversary gift. So why does this hold sentimental value to me? Is because when I was a kid, I grew up having this Game Boy specifically, and I don't have a whole lot of games for it. I know I have they're kind of scattered. I think there's like one game in here, but I do have like some GBA games. Actually, no, I'll just show you guys later. But I have one Game Boy Color game. This is not my authentic. This is not my copy. I actually just bought this one not too long ago, but I'll get into detail with this one. But this is my first Game Boy I've purchased or gotten when I was about 5, 6 years old, somewhere around there. I was living in Arizona at the time, for like I think like 6 months or something like that. And in between, or the first month, I had this guy. I don't remember what happened to this guy specifically, but I like the form factor of this one. I did have a GBA SP, or Game Boy Advance SP. I had the red one, but I like this one in particular because this is the one that like honestly stuck out to me the most because it's technically clear, or ice white. I know it like shows that it's aging and stuff like that, which is I don't mind it. It shows a whole lot of character. I love the old form factor, just because it brings a whole lot of memories, and it shows that that I honestly don't care if it's new or old or modded or not. I still love the way that Game Boy Advance is. I have also the Wormlight for it too. You can find those for about like 20-30 bucks or whatever on Amazon. So, but it holds dear to me. And I also added an arm strap just in case if I end up do actually playing it. But I love the way that this console is. Most of my handhelds all have the clear case or anything like that because I want to make sure I protect them. This is not the original backing. It did have an original backing, but it was cracked. So I just ended up getting one from what was it? Or actually, no, it did not come with the original backing. So I went to Luna Video Games and they had one for like $5. So I ended up getting this. But the game that I have with it, this is not mine, but I do want to get an English copy, and I actually just bought this from Whatnot for $25. Well, 27 including shipping and tax. But $25. I got Pokemon Crystal in Japanese. So I played the English one obviously when I was a kid, but this is kind of cool too because I want to own this one because the back shows Suicune's, what do you call it, horn, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, or his whatever. But I only want to own this one just so I can have this as a memento. It still works. It's just the battery is dead, but it still works. I do need to clean it though. I didn't do a very good job on cleaning it, or maybe it's my Game Boy. I'm not 100% sure. But this game holds a lot of memories. This is my first Pokemon game, technically speaking. The English one, not the Japanese one. But Pokemon Crystal is my first Pokemon game ever. So, yeah, I hold that dear to my heart. But at least to have the Japanese one, that means I get to get the English whenever I have the chance to find one, which I would love to get, to be quite honest with you. Holds a lot of memories to me. Not only that, because this has a battery, it will teach me how to solder in a battery, or solder in like a module so I can like stick a battery in, and I'll have to like resolder everything every single time. But yeah, other than that, it's a really, really cool game. It's authentic, it still works, it just doesn't save because the battery's dead. It's like a 20-year-old game, so. But I hold this dear to my heart though. So, yeah. But that's pretty much like the older games. I have GBA games, but I'm gonna show you guys because I have my DS Lite here too. But speaking of the DS Lite, we'll move on to that. So my DS Lite as a kid, I moved from the Game Boy Advance into the Game Boy Advance SP, and I moved on to the DS Lite. The way that I got my DS Lite, and this is not my original one, but hang on, whoa. Oh my goodness, hang on, sorry. I just realized, in 1 second. Sorry about that. I thought this was coming off, but it's not coming off. It just looks like that for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, this is not my original DS Lite. My original DS Lite broke like a long time ago. I broke the hinges. I think it was this side. Yeah, it was actually this side. And I broke the hinge, and I just tore that DS to shreds. But the other first Pokemon game I had, technically I was playing it at the time. Okay, so give you a little bit more backstory. This game, or Pokemon Crystal in general, it was my first Pokemon game, but obviously now it's like maybe like 5-6 years old, so like I wasn't really playing in it. I was just like, it was really cool to have like Pikachu and the legendaries and etc. My uncle ended up being the game for me, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But the first Pokemon game I actually legitimately played was Pokemon Soul Silver. And again, this is not my original one. This is my Heart Gold and Soul Silver or Heart Gold and Special Edition DS Lite that I made. If you guys are curious where I got these stickers from, I got this from Redbubble. I got these for $10, something like that. So I got 2 sets of those. I wanted to make it Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so it looked pretty cool like this. But this holds a lot of memories because, for one, I was playing this a whole lot more than the GBSP because not only that, like the brightness was a little bit brighter, had 2 speakers, had a bigger D-pad, or a better D-pad in that matter, more buttons, the start and select, and you had picto chat and stuff like that, which I didn't really utilize as much as a kid because it was just me and my cousin, and when we did, we'd be in the car or something like that on a road trip or something like that, we'd texting each other like some funny stuff. I remember doing like something like this. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me show you. I don't know if I get like, I don't think I'll get copyrighted for stuff. I remember like texting my cousin like something like this, like it go like basically these emojis because they look like they're pooping. So I'd go like, oh, I need to poop, and then yeah, I would do something like that. So I was just doing that as a kid. We were making like some flip notes and stuff like that. We were making drawings and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, it was a really fun time when I had the DS Lite. My cousin had the original DS. I didn't want the original DS. I wanted the DS Lite because the white one was really cool. I did see like a glacier blue one or something like that, but I think I only saw it when I was on YouTube with my cousin one time, and I think it was only a Japanese exclusive. So yeah, I didn't know the silver one existed until now. But yeah, I'm actually like happy with this DS, to be honest with you. I got this for $80, by the way, on OfferUp, and it's like in mint condition. So yeah, I'm happy with this. It came with the stylus and the charger. I did like clean it up a little bit, and then not only that, put a clear case on it. It's a hard shell case in that matter. I don't know why it's showing up like it's coming off, but it's not. I don't know what's doing that. It's weird, and maybe it's putting too much pressure on it, possibly. Anyways, but yeah, this DS holds a lot. I do have Pokemon Heart Gold, or sorry, Soul Silver in here. Soul Silver is like my favorite game of all time, or my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I am gonna get Pokemon ZA when it comes out, though, by the way. But yeah, this game console meant a whole lot to me compared to the GBA. GBA just holds a whole lot of childhood memories because I was moving around a lot, and not only that, my dad was a truck driver, so I was able to go with him and bring my Game Boy with me. Not that one specifically, but a GBA, and watch movies. And the movies that I did have as a kid was Shark Tale, not the double pack, it was the Shark Tale and Shrek 2, and this one. Actually, I should just bring out all the movies that I had, like as a kid, basically. So this is my old one. This is the oldest one out of the bunch. The Sonic X one. This is one from my childhood. I don't know why I put a sticker on there. I'm trying to rip it off as I go. But the Sonic X cartridge is seen better days compared to like this one. Say, look, it's all sun bleached and everything. So yeah, this game or video meant a whole lot to me. I've watched this so many times. It's just the first 2 episodes of Sonic X. There's nothing else to it. But I love this game or video. Why do I keep saying game? Video a whole lot. And then the one I also had too was Shrek 2. So this is not my original copy, but I recently just bought this one too for like $20. I bought this one and this one together. I don't think I've ever watched the Cartoon Network ones. I didn't even know these existed, but I did have Shrek 2 and Shark Tale, but I don't have Shark Tale anymore. The only one I kept was Sonic X because I feel like that one was kind of rare. This is the only one at the time, and I thought they were gonna make more, but they never did. So they were planning on to, but they just never did. But yeah, it was that, and then the Cartoon Network one, and my girlfriend got me this one, Yugi versus Joey, which I think there's like another Yu-Gi-Oh one, but this one's pretty cool too. But I'm trying to collect them all. I don't know, just to fill in that childhood hole. I don't know. I'm in like a nostalgia pit right now. At the same time, while trying to be an adult. But yeah, I had a lot of those. I would watch them on my GBA SP, but after a while, because like it wasn't bright enough, I would watch it on this. So then I would have fun playing on my DS, and then if I got bored, I would end up putting on a movie or a show, or whatever. So yeah. And then these are complete, by the way. You guys seen my videos. These are all complete. Oh, Mario vs. Donkey Kong also. This is actually my first Mario game, by the way. So I keep this in here because this is like my childhood game. So I keep it in here for memento, you know. But this is complete. Obviously, the game's in the console, so yeah. And then moving on, this one. This is not my original copy. I wish I did. You know, it's funny. I did have my original copy of my Pokemon DS, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. I don't remember what I did with it. I know I had a case for it. I know I had Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Black in it, and I think I had a Mario Hoops 3 on 3, and then I just could never find it ever again once I moved from Arizona. But when I moved from Arizona back to San Diego for my birthday, I ended up getting this in 2010, so it was really nice. But yeah, and then Pokemon Diamond, about this story. So I never liked Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or just in general, I didn't like the Sohan or Sinnoh region. Why do I keep saying Sohan region? The Sinnoh region as much. Okay, so everybody's probably gonna hate me on this one. I particularly don't like Diamond and Pearl, but I do like Platinum a little bit more. At least like the story is a little bit more bearable. But in that matter, hang on one second. In that matter, I did play Pokemon Diamond first. My cousin was playing Pearl. I don't know why, but I loved Diamond more. My cousin would throw away the cases and stuff like that, but when I was a kid, my dad wanted me to keep the cases, which I didn't understand why, but now I understand now. But it's complete. I know it's not in the best condition, but it is complete. The game itself is fine. It's just the manual and the case itself is trashed, or not trashed, but just not in the best condition. But it actually adds like a character to it, because like somebody legitimately actually played the game, so it's nice. Other than that, yeah, I just noticed that mine is the PAL one or the UK one. Yeah, I noticed that this one doesn't have or I don't remember what these are. I just realized that while I'm looking off the camera, I noticed that both of them have like a different case. Anyways, yeah, I grew up playing Pokemon Diamond also, but I didn't play it as much as Pokemon Soul Silver because I think Pokemon Soul Silver was better. I did have a Pokewalker as a kid too, but I remember taking it to my mom's cousin's house or my aunt's house, and I remember bringing it one day. I went to use the restroom, and obviously when I was a kid, I didn't have a phone, so I had the Pokewalker. The Pokewalker, I remember having a Pichu in there, because I thought that was the spiked ear Pichu, but I couldn't figure out how to get the spiked ear Pichu event at the time. So, and we didn't have internet at the time, so we didn't have any of that. But I had that Pichu and that Pokewalker. I remember playing it, and I remember setting it down just for a quick second. I put it in my pocket after washing my hands and stuff like that. Then I put it in my pocket, walked out, and then I came home to check on the Pokemon so I could put it in here. I didn't have the Pokewalker with me. It like disappeared, just gone. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, I don't remember what happened to it after that, but I'm disappointed that I lost the Pokewalker. But I will be planning on getting another one, so I can fill in that gap pretty soon. I pretty much will buy the Pokewalker last. I'm only gonna buy one though, because I don't want to buy two of them, because then I have one for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because most likely I will be playing Soul Silver more than Heart Gold. But yeah, Soul Silver is my favorite. Not only that, I loved Lugia more because the Pokemon 2000 movie, and I was just really into that one more than Ho-Ho because it just looks like a chicken. I don't know. That's just my preference. But yeah, I do think Heart Gold is a better game though, by Pokemon wise, like exclusive Pokemon wise, because you get, I think you get Phanpy, and I forget, I think you get Spinarak or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, you do get Phanpy in Heart Gold, but you don't get it in here. But yeah, other than that, Heart Gold, I think Soul Silver is my favorite because that's the one I grew up on. But relatively, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are like just the best games, to be honest with you, I think. But Diamond's like second because I had a good childhood with this. Banana's good because I didn't like the starters. The only Pokemon I really honestly liked was Garchomp, and that was really it. That was honestly just mine. Yeah. And then this Japanese one that you guys remember this one. This is like one of the starts, the whole collection. It is complete in box, no Pokewalker, but it is complete in boxed. Which I probably will get the Japanese version of that one also, but I mostly will be using the English one, obviously. But yeah. And then the games on the side were... I only have a couple of games, minus Mario vs. Donkey Kong, because I have the Switch one, so there's no point of me showing that. But Sonic Advance, I only had Sonic Advance 3, but I'm collecting all the Sonic Advance games. This one's not my favorite one out of the bunch. I think the second and third one are my favorite. The first one's kind of not that very good, but it's a fun game overall. But I love the graphics of the Sonic Advance series. So yeah, nothing really to say about the first one now. So Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Never played this game, and I didn't know it existed on the GBA, but I knew that it existed on the PS2. But I did not know that until, I don't know, I think a couple of years back or something like that, back when I was like 15, 16 years old. Or this is years back, not a couple of years back, but years back. But yeah, that's how I found out. And I was just like, oh, wow, it's a GBA game. So I ended up picking up finally. I picked this up 4 months ago, I think, something like that. 5-6 months ago. And I've only played like an hour. And this game is just, it's not as good, but I still want to keep this game because I feel like it's going to have some, like, not rarity, but just some, I don't know. Maybe I just have to keep playing it. I don't know. I'm okay with it, honestly. Like, the card playing is actually not that bad. It's just kind of, I love the graphics of this game. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got it for. It's mostly the graphics because I like the way that Sora looks and the sound effects and stuff like that. So it sounds all crunched up. It's kind of funny. But other than that, yeah, that's really to be it. But yeah, I do love this game. This game is fun. These are all authentic copies. Same thing as the Mario vs. Donkey Kong. All of these are authentic. I wish I could like show you guys but these are all authentic. Yeah, you see like a little bit of the see-through, and then here's the chip too. But this is the Pokemon White that I got from my friend Jorge. This is also the other game that I also got for the collection. This is the start of it. I don't have the case for it. I will be buying a case for it though. But Pokemon White. So here's a funny story about this game back in my childhood. When these games came out back in 2011, I believe, I originally wanted to get Pokemon White version. I couldn't figure out which one I really wanted to get until I saw Zekrom. Then that's when I was like, I'm going to get Pokemon White. I thought it was Pokemon Black, but it was Pokemon White. But when I was a kid, my dad, he was drinking a lot. And I had told my dad, like, hey, Dad, tomorrow, the day of, or the day after, he got drunk. I asked him, hey, Dad, can we go pick up my pre-order for Pokemon White? We only put, I think $10 down or something like that, or go pick up the copy of Pokemon White. And my dad says, oh, yeah, sure. I'm like, but how much is it? And I was like, I don't know, like $40 or something like that. So, oh, yeah, sure. And I remember him giving me $100 for it. I didn't say anything, and I was like, Dad, you sure? Like, you're giving me $100, Dad, and I need $40. It's like, no, you can have it, bud. I was like, okay. So it was pretty much like, oh, okay, cool. I don't remember when these games came out, but I know I got the date after that. My mom wasn't drunk or hungover, but my dad was. And I'm making it seem like they're alcoholics. They're not. They were just, having a fun time because it was a birthday party or something like that. Yeah, my dad ended up getting me Pokemon Black and White. I didn't play Black as much as White. And not only that, I didn't play this game as much as Pokemon Black 2, to be honest with you. But I did like the story in here more than Black 2. I don't know why. I think it's just more of in-depth, more darker, more meatier, I guess, if that makes more sense. So I like the story in this one more than anything. Not only that, the animations of the game was pretty cool. And now that I play it now, I think this is way better. I prefer this way than playing the newer games, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I just prefer it that way. But anyways, yeah, Pokemon White version. And then Cookie Mama. Cookie Mama, actually, this is the original copy. This is from my sister. This is my sister game, technically speaking, but she left this behind when she was going out for training school, or she is in training school right now. So I left, or she left this. So my grandfather found it somewhere, but I don't think she really cares, to be honest with you. Love you, sis. Um, but this game, oh my goodness, this is my first introduction of Cookie Mama. Never played the Wii U version, never played any of the Wii U versions or whatever. This is the first Cooking Mama, I believe. And this game is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Even nowadays, like I was playing it a couple of times, it's like, it's fun if I really actually want to get into it. It's one of those games you could just plug it in and, have fun with it. But other than that, like the game in general is just kind of hard to get it right. But yeah, I do love this game. This holds sentimental value to me because this is my sister's game. She has like paint over it and stuff like that. Like it just looks like crap now, but it still works. I guarantee you, it still works though. It just, yeah, it's old. And then Mario Hoops 3 and 3. My girlfriend got me this again. Now about this game, funny about this game. My cousin had this game way back when it came out, and then I ended up buying it, and we both played each other. He had better characters. I just didn't really care. I think I was playing as Mario majority of the time or something like that. But I have fond memories of playing this with my cousins, so yeah. There's no whole lot to say, though. It's a basketball game. It's pretty fun. It's one of those games that you could just plug in and play for a little bit, and then, yeah. They do have a tournament mode that is really cool and to unlock characters and stuff like that, but I do love this game, though. This holds a lot of sentimental value. And then I did have Fossil Fighters way back when. The first Fossil Fighters, not Fossil Fighters Frontiers or Champions. I had the original one. That was years ago, and I lost that game somehow. I don't remember what happened to it. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all of my DS games. And then to my 3DS game, or my 3DS, the games I had on this thing was, I can't even tell you. I bought a lot of games on here, minus the fact, when the eShop was closed. Ari asked me too, like, how come you don't homebrew your 3DS? Because I already essentially have all the games that I want for the console in the first place. So, I got Pokemon Crystal. When it first got announced, I bought it immediately. So I bought it immediately. I think it came like around my birthday or something like that. I don't remember. But it was perfect, and I was just like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'm going to buy it. It was only $10, so I bought it. And then I don't remember buying Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue. I thought I bought Pokemon Yellow. But maybe because I bought it because of Pokemon Origins at the time. And I think because it said 1998, so I was just like, oh, screw it. It's part of my birthday year, so yeah. But I never really played these, to be honest with you. Maybe Red for a little bit, but I don't remember playing them on my old 3DS. I did have a Galaxy 3DS at the time, but that one broke. So then now I got this guy. This guy is my favorite. And I got Super Smash Brothers when it came out. I pre-ordered this one. I didn't have all the DLC characters. The only characters I have is Cloud and Roy. Do I regret it? No, not really, to be honest with you. I don't play it as much as the Switch version, so. Sonic Generations. So Sonic Generations, I think I got this game when the eShop was closing, or either that I bought this. I know I didn't buy this on day one, but I did buy this pretty cheap. I think it was like $20 or something like that. I can't remember. Coaster Creator 3D. This game, I don't remember why I bought this game, and I don't remember how I got this game. I think it's just because I had an eShop card, and I just had a little bit extra money left over, because when I had the original Switch, and I had this too at the time, or at the Galaxy 3DS. But yeah, other than that, it's a okay game. It's kind of one of those games where you just kind of turn on the 3D and then just kind of like look around and, etc. Ironfall Invasion. This is when it was free, so yeah, I didn't buy this. Same thing as Steel Divers. Never bought this game, but I have it. I have the full game. Super Mario Bros. 3. I did buy this game. I wanted to beat this game, but I just could never beat it because how long it was. So, yeah. Pokédex 3D. I don't remember getting this game, nor do I remember this game being free. Maybe it was, and I just never bought it or got it. I recall this was only like $5, and I don't think I bought it. I think it just randomly appeared in my account, so I have it. And then Kirby Clash Deluxe. It's okay game. It's one of those free-to-play games, but I never played it as much, so yeah. Sonic Lost World. I got this game for $5 on the. I think it was like $5-10 on the eShop. I actually prefer this one than the Wii U version, so it's pretty cool. Because the 3D visual, and I think it fits the 3DS more than the Wii U. So yeah. 3D. Sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 3D. I got this game full price, and it was like $20. Actually, this is the first time I ever beat Sonic 2. So yeah, I did love this game though. This game is fun. This is my favorite Sonic game too, at least the classic games. Nintendo Dogs. I think I got this game when the eShop was shutting down. I got this one for $20. So yeah. I don't know how I got this one. I think it was when I was having another 3DS. I ended up selling that 3DS, and somehow I ended up with... No, it was a 2DS that my brother had that came with this game. I remember signing into my account, and somehow I just ended up keeping this game. So, yeah. Other than that, I got a free Super Mario Bros. 2, but I don't play it as much. Pokemon Rumble World. I did play this game a lot way back then, but just don't play it now. Monster Hunter 4, I got this when the eShop shutting down. I got it for $20. I think $15-20. And then Mario Kart 7. It was my favorite game at the time, but then now it's not because Mario Kart World and Mario Kart 8. So yeah. Pokemon. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I don't know why I bought this one instead of Majora's Mask. I don't remember why, but I do need to buy Majora's Mask though. For some dumb reason though, that game is skyrocketing for some reason. But anyways. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. Don't really have anything to say because it's my least favorite one. I prefer Majora's Mask, but Ocarina of Time is still like a staple to this game or console. And Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. This is the only way I can transfer games to Pokemon Home. So I ended up getting Pokemon Alpha Sapphire when I wanted to replay these games to like replay like the Mega Evolutions and etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then all my Nintendo stuff. So it's like my swap notes, the videos that I got way back then. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My Pokemon stuff. So your Pokemon Bank, Pokemon Transfer, Pokemon Picross, Pokemon Shuffle. I didn't know this game was in the 3DS until I downloaded it. Nintendo 3DS Sound, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So you guys see my 3DS before, like thousands of times, but yeah, those are all my games that I had on here. I only use this thing now for basically to trade Pokemon through my DS Lite, because I play this more now because the screen is not like widened out or anything like that. So yeah, that's basically it. Other than that, that's my whole childhood collection. The 3DS is probably like the least one that I played the most. I think at the time that's when I had like the PS3 and the Xbox 360, so I was like out of like the Nintendo era, and that's when like the Wii U was the thing, and I just didn't want to ever buy a Wii U because I already had a Wii and it had a GameCube, or it had the GameCube compatibility, so I just didn't really think it was like worth buying a Wii U. But I did have a 3DS, not this 3DS, but I did have a 3DS to play. I didn't have the original one. I had like the new 3DS XL, and I had the original XL. That XL, both of my 3DS XLs broke the same way. I don't know what happened. They just didn't charge. Like they wouldn't charge, and then I think the black one, it just wouldn't turn on. Like it wouldn't charge or turn on. The Galaxy 3DS would turn on, but because it wouldn't be able to charge, it would just, yeah. So other than that, I was really bad. I had really bad luck with electronics during that time. But this one's, holds a lot to me because people signed it and stuff like that. So it holds sentimental value to me. All these three handhelds holds sentimental value to me because I took this one to Comic Con recently. Got this one because it was a mint condition. Not only that, because this is like my Soul Silver version, and not only that, because I love the color of this because I love silver, also. And then that one just has close to. I wish this was my original Game Boy, but that's basically what my original Game Boy was at the time. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to the story time, to be honest with you guys. I did have a whole lot of games way back then. Like I had, excuse me, just stretch. I did have like Mario Kart Super Circuit as a kid. I did have, what is it, Sega Smash Pack, what is it, with Echo the Dolphin, Sonic Pinball, Golden Axe. What else? I can't remember what the other one was. I had, what is it, Super Mario World, the Super Mario Advance series. And I think it was it, to be honest, for the GBA. In the 3DS, I did have a handful of Pokemon games like Pokemon Y. I did have X because my sister didn't ever play the Pokemon games. She only wanted to get it because I was getting it, and then she thought she would like it, but just never got into it. But yeah, I did have both X and Y, but I was mostly playing Y. And then what was the other games that I also had as a kid that I just never really wanted to get back into because either you're just not at the moment or just I don't feel very nostalgic for it. But yeah, these are all the games that I felt nostalgic to or that had sentimental value to. So yeah, that is my whole complete handheld collection. This is honestly, this is where I stopped, to be honest with you. Unless like one of them breaks, obviously. I might collect all the DS Lite colors. Probably not, to be honest with you. I probably won't. But I feel like it, but maybe not. But these guys hold a lot of value to me, sentimental value to me. That I hope you guys, end up looking through your closets and see, if you can find your old gaming consoles or gaming handhelds that you guys had. Because I wish I had that, because at the time, my parents had this rule: if you want a new console or whatever, you would have to sell the console in order to get that one. So I was like, okay. They only allowed me one handheld and one console. And because, I had like two consoles, I'd have to trade off the handhelds just to get an Xbox 360 or whatever next thing it was. So, yeah, that was the only way I can make money, because at the time I wasn't really working until 2017. I started saving up my own money and getting the Switch, the original Nintendo Switch, and so on and so forth. But other than that, these guys, I'm glad to rebuild that hole that I wanted back in my childhood, that it just did not care to spare any expense on buying these consoles or handhelds. Because these guys, I had a lot of memories with. And some of them, recent memories. Some of them I just hold a lot of memories too, and they're just like the design, and a whole one that just started it all, essentially. So, back to back to back. This is literally how my lineup was when I was a kid. So, yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy my story time video. Go look in your guys' closet. See if you guys can find your original copy of whatever it is, or see if you can find your old game files and etc. Because honestly, cling on to that childhood that you have. It's very endearing to see where you came from to now. That you got to look back sometimes. This is like a calling to you. You guys will probably get into that, I guess, midlife crisis type of thing. But I'm not in a midlife crisis thing anymore. But I do have that moment where I want to go back to where I didn't need Wi-Fi to play games. I didn't need to download games to play the game. I just wanted to plug in, have fun, and then just, turn it off whenever I want to. And I thoroughly enjoy all these handhelds. And I still do to this day. Maybe not as much as this one, because you need a little light bulb to freaking see. But I still hold a whole lot of memories because how comfortable this guy was, or is. But I still love this guy because he started it all, my whole game collection. So, yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one whenever I buy another Pokemon DS game. Whenever that will be, to be honest with you, because I don't even know which one I want to get next. Either I just end up buying another Japanese one. I don't know. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, guys. Bye.